Farmer Bob here with the Princeton Popcorn Company, and we just harvested our 2023 crop. So what's really amazing about this crop is that we were able to harvest it. This summer has been the hottest summer that I remember. Real long stretches of 100-degree plus weather, just like back to back, multiple weeks of it. And quite frankly, I thought we were gonna lose the crop. I was already lining up to chop it for silage and feed it to cows. But I will tell you, right before we cut it for silage, I noticed that we did have ears. Now, this field that you're looking at here, we grew 120 acres of butterfly popcorn, which is brand new for us. The Princeton Popcorn Company is famous for mushroom popcorn. We grew that this year. We'll always have it in stock. That's what we carry. But this year, I decided to grow a butterfly popcorn in addition to the mushroom popcorn. I'm going to tell you, I feel extremely blessed and very, very lucky. That's the only word I can use, that we actually got a crop out of this field. And boy, this is some of the easiest eating popcorn you've ever had. So this variety is a white butterfly. So it pops much smaller. It's a white popcorn, very easy eating, pops with virtually no holes, and it just melts in your mouth. It is seriously the best popcorn I've ever had. Well, except for our mushroom popcorn. They're neck and neck. Two different styles. So the mushroom pops large and in a round ball, like a mushroom shape. It does have more holes just by nature of the popcorn kernel. The physics behind it, in order for it to pop like a mushroom, it has to have a thicker hole. The butterfly, on the other hand, has a very thin hole. It's a much, much smaller seed, and it pops as such. It pops much smaller. It's easy eating. The holes fall off. They disintegrate when it pops. So if you like the mushroom, and a lot of people do, I would encourage you to also buy some of the butterfly and try it. So some interesting things about this butterfly. You're always learning in agriculture. And in this case, the crop, even though it's corn, there's field corn. Most of what you see out there is just field corn. Number 2, dent corn. It's meant for animal feed and to be processed. I also grow popcorn, the mushroom shape, and it's a bigger cob than this butterfly, but it's still about half the size of dent corn. The butterfly is smaller even yet. So harvesting it this year turned into quite the challenge, or really a learning experience. The normal process for harvesting corn with a combine is to go through the field and you follow the rows. You have a corn head on the front of the combine, and that pops the ear off of the stalk. It brings it into the combine and takes the husk off, and then separates the kernels from the cob. So with the white popcorn, the corn head would not pop the ear off of the stalk. It was just too small and it would slip through. So we brought out the platform, which is something you would more often use with, say, soybeans or wheat. It's a big rotating platform. The difference is that the platform would cut the corn plant and bring the whole plant into the combine, and then separate the kernels off of the ear and eject the rest out of the back. That ended up working out really well, but it was slightly unconventional because it found out that if we went diagonal to the rows instead of with the rows, it actually did a better job. And the combine was very gentle on these kernels. They're very, very small. So I thought that was going to be a huge challenge, but the grain that ended up in the tank, it was super clean. I was shocked. So it was actually pretty easy to harvest. When we got into thicker parts of the stand, sometimes we had some jamming issues, which wasn't a big deal. You just reverse the feeder house and then eject everything that was jammed in there and then start over. But by and large, it was super easy to do it. I'm sure we looked very odd out there the way we were harvesting corn with the platform and then driving diagonal to the rows. But hey, you do what you have to do to get it done.